Go ahead. All right. Good morning, everybody. I got cued in. I'm sorry I blew it. Y'all listening to 4 Deep. We got one more mic to put on.
Oh.
Yep. Can you turn up the headset a little bit? The headset volume.
Yeah, the thing.
Can you guys hear me?
A little bit, but not too much.
Can you turn up the headset?
Oh, this one?
Yeah, the headset knob. Isn't there one for headset? Oh, there you go.
That's better.
Yeah.
You're a pro.
Hey, everybody. How you doing out there?
She's a pro. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was watching the thing you would always.
Yeah, I
me
know.
to, but
That's because you're rusty.
It lit up.
You still did a great job. Hey, everybody, you're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk. I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Catherine Conley, a.k.a. Casey, the sports master himself, Justin Ferrer, Joe DeVerns from Bishop Fien High School, and, of course, the poor girl that had put up with me for so many years, Luce Cabral. Welcome to our
paparazzi.
AKA the welcome to our pregame show. We're getting all excited about it. It's going to happen tonight, 6 o'clock, over at Audrey's Restaurant, East Bridgewater. Dinner starts at 5. We're trying to finalize Fox 25 News. So Butch Stearns got back to me. He said, once you get done, just give me pieces of it, and I'll have the premiere already on my laptop. So I'll cut them like the intro, bits and pieces. So that's going to be played Sunday night on Fox 25 News. Mark, yep, go ahead.
So, Dom, explain this whole thing as you were explaining to.
How we started? That's a great idea.
Yeah, so people know what we're talking about.
All right, so of course,
award ceremony?
I know that's so true.
That's okay. That's why I'm here.
No, that's right. So anyway, don't laugh at me. That's not funny.
I'm not laughing. I didn't even do a hint as a snicker.
All right, I thought I saw you. I thought I saw the side eyes going at me again. All right, so anyway, about 3 years ago, Luce and I, and we went up by Justin and Catherine, we decided why not promote these kids now and start an award ceremony now. So we've been doing this for over 16 years here, and of course starting the Taunton station, then local access TV, prior to going on the radio. So I thought, why not start it out? Because this is probably the worst time. At that time, 3 years ago, this is probably the worst time where kids are not getting recognized, coaches are not getting recognized. So
prior
pandemic. To pandemic, and at the time, thank you. And at the time, I thought it'd be a great idea to, like I mentioned before to Lucia, I said, I'm going to go hand deliver these trophies. She's like, okay, she has that voice. Okay, good luck. I hope you don't get sick. So, and I was already still calling the Bridgewater Raynham games and slowly working into doing, no, I think I was already doing Brockton High. But anyway, I just hand delivered, take a picture. At the time, the girls' coach was, oh my God, don't quickly remember the name. Coach Seavey at Bridgewater Raynham, Cheryl Seavey. The boys' basketball coach of the year was you met him over at Whitman Hanson High School. Bob Rogers. Now I'm brain fried. I must be nervous. Then Steve Kelly won from Whitman Hanson. He was a standout in the whole state. He won boys' basketball coach of the year, and then the girls' player of the year was from Pembroke High School, and her name slips my mind. And my mother, Mom, why are you calling me? She forgot him on the air. Oh, she's not happy because her Facebook's not working. She called me last.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think someone hacked. Sorry, Mom, I'll call you back, but she's probably not. But so we started that. Then the following year, Audrey's Restaurant again. I know I'm getting a couple plugs. I hope I don't get in trouble. I asked, why don't we use like the side room downstairs? So we put up our banner, brought in a DJ, played 2 songs. I'm just kidding at him, and we just announced. And then the other. So back then it was Bob Rogers won back-to-back Coach of the Year. Elaine Holbrook won Girls Basketball Coach of the Year. And a lot of it was based off how did your teams comp. In my opinion, I was trying to mention everybody on the committee at the time. Let's base this off how teams are working through this pandemic. Are they, you know what I mean? That's the year they stopped the championship that last year. So Whitman Hanson won, but they didn't get a chance to play in the championship game because the state was like, we're done with this. We got to worry about, the real things in life, safety.
And so tell them how the team was comprised.
On the committee?
Absolutely.
So the committee consists of us 4 here. Tom Joyce from the New Boston Post and the Quincy Sun. Nate Rollins from Whitman Hanson Express. Mark Vasconcelos from the Brockton Enterprise. Greg Dudak, I almost called him Joe, sorry, Greg. Greg Dudak from the Ledger, and at the time he was working for the Herald, and then Josh Perry from Hockomock Sports. I'm like, that's a good round committee covering the South Shore. Because
Right.
not only do they see their conferences, but they see the teams from the other conferences playing them, non-league games and stuff like that. So that's how the voting went. Then we did it on Twitter. It counted at 40% of the vote. Then this past year, Twitter was 50% of the vote. And some of the guys would call me back and I want to change my vote. I'm not going to say any names. The teams that won the Twitter poll basically won what you guys voted, because they can't see it. Well, they can see it on TV, but I'm pointing to us committee members here and the other guys. They just won flat out won. So it was, and I'm going to probably mention that tomorrow. No, tomorrow,
And
today.
we've had all of them here in studio.
We have, yep. We've had,
Which is awesome.
yeah, Josh Perry came in a couple times to brush us up on what's going on in the Hockomock and promote Hockomock sports. Nate and Tom have been in here a couple times covering Patriot League. Greg Dudak we had in the old station when he first got hired by the Herald, and Greg covers. There's like, out of the 11 conferences I can think of, I think there was maybe one, the South Coast League with like a Aponequid, no Rochester, he had no idea about. And the
Cape Cod.
Tri-Valley, and a little bit of the Cape Cod League. And I was like, well, Dom, I'm sorry, I don't really cover that. And I was like, yeah, that's all you cover a lot anyway. So I thought that would be a good guy. And Mark Vasconcelos, the photographer / he's like doing everything. He's all over, and if he's not doing sports, he's doing, unfortunately, like tragedy, car wrecks or something. He's taking a picture. So that's how this whole thing came about.
And so with the help of all our sports beat writers out there, and with the help of the team here, we were the judges.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Voting for who should be Coach of the Year, Player of the Year, boys and girls.
Right.
On both sides. And just recently added a Lifetime Achievement.
Yep, a Lifetime Achievement. That'll be presented tonight. So two people. We might as well tell them, because I don't think Elaine knows yet. So Elaine Holbrook won for 47 years her Lifetime Achievement Award, and the plaques came out excellent. And then the girls will get flowers, and I thought it'd be nice to give one to Bill's wife for coming, because she's going to be speaking on his behalf.
Elaine just retired.
Yep. So she's done, like she said on our show. She's done, and. Then Coach Caroline Pepper, girls basketball coach of the year.
So a little bit about Bill also.
So Bill started back in 1970. Actually, you know what? I got the bio right here. I got the bio right here. I know the guy. And I want. Do I get two bios? I got two Elaine bios. All right. Let me just. How are we doing for time? Good.
Oh, we got 3 minutes, 49 seconds.
All right. So Bill Wilhelm. Here's his bio. So Bill Wilhelm was born in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, grew up in southern New Jersey, graduated from Kent State University in Ohio in 1968 after a brief sprint in the infield with the U.S. team in the Global Baseball League. That's pretty cool. Bill has interviewed many famous sports figures this is his bio, over the years, beginning with Red Auerbach, John Havlicek, back in his first days in the radio station, and continuing with Chris Everett, Marina Navratilova, I'm sorry, Martina, I just butchered your name, but she's not listening anyway. During the Virginia State Slims tournament, I actually missed, I got it right here, all right. I was going to say when he started radio. There were legendary broadcasts, Mel Allen, Ned Martin, so all these people, he mentioned he's interviewed before. Again, Ned Martin, Kurt Gowdy, Sean McDonough, among others, and of course, there was Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, who dropped in during the show one Sunday, and Robert Parrish. Then when then this is the other part, when he started at WATD in Marshfield, was founded in 1977, he joined the staff as the sports director. Besides deciding the games are going to be broadcast, he also does morning drive sports. I used to hear that a lot. Every day but Sunday. Additionally, he did play-by-play high school football, basketball, and soccer. Every Sunday evening, he hosts the Sports Exchange, which he doesn't do anymore.
Was that on WATD?
That was on WATD, sports talk show from 5 p.m. to 6:30. In addition, on focusing on the area of student athletes, he covers all of the local major league franchises and minor in the Paw Sox, no longer the Paw Sox, now the Woo Sox. Introducing the Red Sox, Patriots, Boston Celtics, Bruins, Revolution, and Breakers, the Boston teams in the new WUSA. What's that WUSA? Is that soccer?
I'm pretty sure that is soccer.
Right?
I'm pretty sure.
The Breakers? What's the Breakers?
I know the Revolution
I
is
think
soccer.
the Breakers is lacrosse, right?
Is it?
Oh, that makes sense. Breakers
Right?
does make sense for
Okay,
lacrosse.
so that's probably the WUSA.
Yeah. Then he gives local high school athletes standouts their due, interviewing them there in the studio or on the phone. Basically, what we did. But he's been doing it for like almost 40 years. He almost did it for 40 years. Most recently, he had the opportunity to interview some of the legends of baseball, including Bob Fuller, Brooks Robinson, Tug McGraw, I almost said Tim McGraw, Bill Lee, Brett Champagnes, as well as current crop of Red Sox players. Bill has won numerous broadcasting awards from the Associated Press and the Mass Broadcast Association. So that's a little bit of
So Bill was a broadcaster
for WATD.
out of Marshfield.
Correct.
Okay.
But that's not a bad little bio. And I just broke that down off what Nate Rollins,
my goodness.
Tom Joyce gave me. It's funny because Nate and Tom go back and forth. Nate gave me Bill's number. I contacted. We actually had Bill on the
5
phone.
seconds, Tom.
5 seconds. All right. Thank you. All right.
Well, that's good. We'll come back and do Elaine.
Yep, we'll do Elaine. So we'll step away. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. Me and the crew, as I try not to stumble over the English language as good as I do, because I do have that trophy, we'll be back as we cover our third annual basketball awards ceremony this Saturday tonight at 6 o'clock. We'll be back and talk more right after this.
No, he said the two.
Laney?
Hey, welcome back. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. The crew, we're getting ready for our award ceremony this Saturday over at Audrey's Restaurant in East Bridgewater. Boys and girls, players and coaches of the year. Our third annual one should be a fantastic time. If you want to call in and pick on me before I leave, it's 508-222-1320.
By he means this Saturday means
Today.
tonight.
It is
today.
Yep.
Today.
I know, right?
Dom's a little nervous here.
I am a
so,
little
you know,
nervous,
we're-
but I'm
we're
psyched.
trying to-
I'll be more
calm him down.
calm once I have a drink in me and everything's set up. As
Of
long as you don't shock like
I'm
this. I'll be,
I'm excited for this. I'm not nervous at all.
oh, it's going to be fun. We all get
it's
to
gonna be a
you
lot
know-
of fun.
You know how we look at it? I love you all. We're all going to hang out together tonight and have dinner.
Oh yeah.
That's
Right.
true, yeah. That's
Right?
true.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we get to show
Dinner,
some people that we
dessert,
think could deserve it.
Some interviews.
Right?
Yeah, it's going to be
As
fun.
long as I don't get no pudding on my shirt, I'm happy.
Are you sure it's pudding? I'm
Tr-
still going to bring my tray.
I'll ask
stuff.
her. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it. And then, of course, we'll. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so here's a little touch of here's a little bio, if anything, on the other Lifetime Achievement Award winner that we're going to be presenting tonight. This is Elaine Clement Holbrook. She was in the show. If you do listen to the show and watch us on Local
A
Access
couple
TV.
weeks ago with
Yep.
Oliver Ames.
Yep, finished up her 47 years covering
Wow.
coaching
That
over
is
all the
crazy.
reigns. That woman is going to, if they ever cut her open, she would bleed orange, black, and white.
Mm-hmm.
She's such a tiger. So anyway, I know I'm getting left. Well, you know what I mean. I hope you know.
I thought it was TMI.
All right, okay, I'm sorry.
You probably put images into people's heads.
I just did. I don't want. I hope she. I hope.
That's a good thing, Justin. Good
Right.
job.
I hope Catherine doesn't pass out on me now. All right. So for Elaine, here's her bio. We broke it down a little bit more. Coaching information: began coaching at Oliver Ames High School from 1975, of course, 76 season. Assistant field hockey coach, assistant basketball. Head softball coach started in 1976. Became the head basketball coach. Overall record: 733 wins, 244 losses. Qualified for the state tournament 44 times in 46 years.
That's crazy, right?
Wow.
Teach,
I say the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah.
There.
right?
Definitely.
Unbelievable.
Definitely.
Teacher, Eastern Public Schools, started in 1975 to current. Just a touch of some of her awards. 19 Hockomock League titles, 4 Division II South Sectional semifinalists, 3 Division II South Sectional finalists, 2 Division State semifinalists, 2 Division II Eastern Massachusetts champions, 4 Division II South Sectional champions, Massachusetts Division II Final Four in 2022, 3 Massachusetts Division II state champions, and of course this last state title this year. Professional awards: 4 MBCA Coach of the Year, Victory Club NBCA, MBCA, 200 wins from started in 1992, and then reached her 700th win in 2020 in both those different clubs. Keynote speaker in the MIAA NGWSD. Faneuil Hall 2020, 2nd HockomockSports.com Coach of the Year, 2nd Appreciation Award for Eastern Lions Club, the Paul A. Sargent Memorial Award 2011, the WBCA District 1 Coach of the Year 2003, 4, 5, and 6, Oswald Tower Award for Professionalism and Ethics in Coaching in 2011, selected to the head coach of the East for the McDonald's All-American game in Chicago in 2017. Schoolsports.com ESPN Coach of the Month, April 2000. Broke records for most wins by a girls basketball coach in the history of the state of Massachusetts. 26. I think I might have wrote that down wrong. 2016, the current record was 633 wins. Hall of Fame inducted Northeast New Agenda Hall of Fame 1992, inducted the Dedham High School Athletic Hall of Fame inaugural class of fall of 1999, inducted in the Bridgewater State Athletic Hall of Fame October 2011, inducted in the New England Basketball Hall of Fame, oh my goodness, October
Right.
2006, Inducted in the Massachusetts Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2008, and then she's her next kudos besides being, oh, you know what we forgot to add? Her award for Coach of the Year for Deep Sports Talk 2020-21.
That's a big one we forgot there, Dom.
I dropped the ball on that one.
Dom, you know what's crazy though?
Are you gonna write that in, Luce?
I am right now. I'm glad you're doing this.
And
So
then-
how many awards is that throughout her years?
So lifetime
That's over
achievement.
47 years involved in girls basketball.
When was that?
Oh, I
21?
Yep, she won
Four
the
deep.
Four Deep Coach of the Year.
Yep.
And then, of course, her last award would be, most recent would be her Lifetime Achievement, 4 Deep Sports Talk Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yep.
Yeah, Dom, what's crazy that I noticed, the old state record was 633 wins.
Yep.
If you look at her final win record, 733 wins. She got exactly 100 wins over that. I kind of feel like that might have been a little personal for her at that point.
It might be.
Yeah, retired right after she got exactly 100 wins over that.
What's that percentage? That's well over 500%, right?
Yeah, it's basically out of
gotta
1,000, so it's like 74%-ish, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So if I'm doing this right, I don't want to tell me how I do my math. They'll probably laugh at me. Let's see, 244.
Yeah, you want to do 733 divided by 977.
Yeah, 977, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I go backspace.
You know, it was a
977.
pleasure having her
750.
in
750.
Jeez,
Wow.
75%.
It sure was a
Seven
pleasure
She
having
was.
her
733
in
divided by
studio
9?
because I learned a lot from her
divided
just
by
in
9.
that 1 hour interview
Oh, yeah.
with her and her girls and, the pickle story and,
Yeah.
all of that. It's so significant, which is why we're giving her the
Lifetime
Achievement
yeah.
Award.
And then Bill for all his hard work doing what we do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he was
Right.
more Marshfield, but
Yeah, but he covered a lot.
he really did. And then he got into pro sports and stuff like that, which was really cool.
Yeah, I was taken back when you said the Red Auerbach one.
Red Auerbach, yeah.
Yeah, Red Auerbach. He used to be the coach for the Celtics, right?
Yeah,
That
he
was-
was. He's a coach,
Yeah, I'm
owner.
pretty sure, yeah.
He
Yeah.
passed,
So how long total did he end up doing like the broadcasting stuff for? Because he was the coach
you know
during
what?
like the 70s. So.
Yeah, so if you
It's
look
over
at
40
it,
years, I'd
over
say.
40
Might
years.
be nearing 50.
You know
which
what?
is
Could
crazy.
be.
I'll
Yeah.
send you the link that Tom sent me. You might be able to grab some more information on that.
Yeah.
But I think in a nutshell, we got a lot of
No, that's a
information.
ton of stuff on there, Dom. You
Oh,
kept
yeah.
just
Both
listing
of
off
them.
things I did not expect at all.
I mean-
Larry
Right.
Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin
Right.
McHale. It's just crazy.
Then the other one is you just made me think of it. Then I just looked at my mother's text. My sister answered me, "Ma's Facebook account is all set." Talk about losing your train of thought, huh? I'm glad a squirrel didn't go by and please stop. Look, a
Hey.
squirrel.
Mom is everything.
Oh,
True.
100%.
That's right.
Giving you that now.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, Luce. You're
And
absolutely
she's
right.
very, very proud of you.
She's yelling at me because of the Facebook thing.
Oh,
I'm going to tell her next time she does that, I'm going to have the sports master calling straight in a row.
There you go.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to
Justin's not
Dom's
dealing
mom.
with it.
Oh, too funny. So how we doing for time?
3:23 left.
All right. So I will be taking off right after the second break, and I'll see all you guys over at Audrey's tonight.
Yeah, for
I got to
sure.
get the flowers. I got to get the stuff squared away. I hope A-Bomb isn't painting the walls. You know,
Not either.
No, me neither. No, he's a good guy. Adam Sheen's a good guy.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, I think so, too.
We'll have the whole team there,
Yep.
and yeah, it'll be good.
Right. It's just a matter of just where everything's going to go. Sound checks,
Mm-hmm.
TV checks, and then the hardest thing I got to do is I got to work tomorrow morning. The regular job. Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing a shutdown, so they want us there at 5:00 in the morning. So I got to
Oh,
get
my
on Route
goodness.
24 by 4.
Jeez.
So I do it every day. It's just, it's not a bad
Yeah.
it's not a bad job.
I know, but still.
Yeah, I know. I would love to have the next day
That
off.
means tonight, after it's done,
I'll
we've
be-
got to pack up.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is once we pack up, we'll put it in the back where I left it for the last couple days, and I'll just come back like Monday or Tuesday, pick it up and get
Yeah,
it
you're
out.
going to do
Yeah,
that?
that's smart.
It's okay?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. And then we'll just, where we had. Well, once you get there, you remember. But like in that back corner when you go down that ramp where we had our first one, our second one, we'll just keep. That's where everything is right now. Mm-hmm. So we'll just move it back down there, break it all down, and
Yep.
I try to keep everything. Believe it or not, I try to keep everything organized in a certain bag so I know where it is, and it stays together with the radio gear and the TV gear and the wireless mics and all that other stuff.
So that whole, when you go down the ramp, we have that whole.
That's where we used to have it. Now we're going to be in the dining room.
Okay.
So we're going to be in the main dining room.
Okay.
And
And other people are going to be
watching on the
dining
Yep.
around us.
Some
Wow, how fun!
Oh, this is a quick question. Kristen Mcdonald. Just had a quick question. The person who was joining me tonight can't make it, so it's just me. Should I just plan on getting there for 6? I'm guessing. No. Get there
Dinner's
for
at 5. Dinner's at 5. Just put dinner is at 5.
No, dinner is at 5. Please come. Steak tips or chicken palm?
Too
We
funny.
have 1 minute left before our
Too funny.
next break.
Yeah, Dom, when we were looking at the stats, what blew my mind, we were already talking, of course, about Coach Holbrook, but one of
Yeah.
her players, the Peppers, the one who won Player of the Year for us,
Yeah.
97% free throw percentage. That's what blew
Imagine
my
that.
mind from
Whoa.
this
She
year.
had some studs, and she knew how to use them, too.
Yeah. I can't even believe that they can average 97% from the free throw line.
Imagine that. It's almost perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It
You
is.
might, it's like being...
I wonder how they keep their focus, like when they're on the free throw lines, like
Oh, with all the
they
nerves.
see like
I-
all the noises like from the crowds.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I don't know. I know I couldn't do it.
I know that.
97%. That's like impressive.
Yeah, no, 97% is just insane. It was either the quarterfinals or the semifinals, though, where she got put to the line for the
Yeah.
final 2 shots in overtime. Ended up nailing both them after she was almost scoreless the entire game. She averaged like almost 20 points a game in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Still, somehow was held scoreless and still came through for her team. Ended up winning the game for them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I hope she still comes for 5. Now I'm nervous.
Yeah, I think she'll still come.
You don't mind eating 2 plates, right? 2 plates of food?
No. I've had. There's been a few past days where I've had the problem of overeating.
Yeah, you look like me.
It's gonna be fun. I didn't know steak tips was an option. So
Yep.
I'm excited that chicken parm's an option.
Ah.
And
I like 'em both.
it is big.
I love chicken
really,
parm.
no, I have to tell you, the food is awesome there. It really is.
Yeah, we gotta take our next break.
Okay.
Real
go
quick
ahead.
before we go to break, I
Yes.
realized I was actually wrong about the quarter or the semifinals. It was the state final versus Norwood that she won the game in the final seconds with
Yep.
those free throws. It was
Yep.
crazy.
That was it. That's true.
Who's that? Mike Costa?
No, that
No,
was that was Caroline Pepper.
Oh,
Pepper.
Caroline,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, so we'll step away. I am going to take off. I'll see everybody at the restaurant tonight. I'll be there a little bit earlier than everybody, but hope to see everybody there. So, again, we are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. The crew and I, we are running down our ceremony, going over the bios. If you want to call in when we get back, 508-222-1320. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to 4D Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. You can call us at 508-222-1320. We are continuing highlighting the girls and boys basketball coaches of the year and players of the year. And with that being said, we are going to continue with the girls basketball player of the year, which is Caroline Pepper from Oliver Ames. So, Justin, I see that you have her stats.
Yep, I'm going to go over them now. So, Caroline Pepper has been a 4-year student starter for Oliver Ames. In each season, she has grown her game from that of a scorer to a rounded player that has led the team to its 19th Hockomock championship title. Caroline leads the teams in points scored, 3 PT and 2 PD shooting percentage, and shot 96% from the foul line. She will be remembered most for her unselfishness and tendency at which she plays the game. Caroline will be attending NYU to play basketball and study science and engineering in the fall.
Yeah, the fact she's going to NYU is pretty insane. They're D1 for basketball, right? I know they are for at least boys basketball. I assume girls basketball will be the exact same for that, though. Yeah, that makes sense. Then the fact that she averaged 97% from the free throw line is just insane. Obviously, we mentioned that a minute ago. And then led her team in 3-point percentage, 2-point percentage, and points every single year since a freshman year. It's almost unheard of, basically.
Right, and when we had her in studio here with our Lifetime Achievement, coach, I mean, she was just outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. So congratulations, Caroline. We're going to see you tonight, right?
Yeah, big thing about Coach Holbrook and that team that we interviewed, they're all just so calm and so ready to actually talk about what their sport was. Like, they did not give any half answers. It was just fully into the question, answered it to completion. And they understood what they were saying. They weren't just mashing sentences together. They're actually making coherent thoughts, showing us exactly how we want it. That is obviously part of the coaching. Mm-hmm. Gave confidence to her players on the court. Gave confidence to her players outside, obviously, as they were very confident here.
Right.
She's a great coach overall.
Which, leads me to think Coach did a great job after 47 years. That's quite an achievement.
No, every time you talk to Coach Holbrook, I feel like you're just getting encapsulated in what she says.
Absolutely.
Like, you can tell the wisdom that comes from her.
Absolutely. You can tell, the kids over the years have gained a lot of respect for her. Yeah. They know exactly, where she's coming from. So, yeah.
No, you could tell her players loved her was the thing. They were talking about the one time they were playing music and she was dancing behind them. Right, they turned around. Even she was laughing at that. It was pretty funny to see.
Right. So, Justin, you want to read some of her stats?
Yes.
That would be great.
Let's see. There's Boston Herald All-Scholastic 2022 All-Scholastic Hockomock League All-Star 4 Hockomock.
4 times.
Yeah, imagine that. HockomockSports.com first time All-Star number 3.
3 times.
Yep. Brockton Enterprises All-Star 4 and became OA's 10th 1,000 point scorer on March 4th, 2022.
Sharpshooter, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, she did that during the state tournament too, I'm pretty sure. It's crazy. It was like the quarterfinals or something. Just insane. I have a couple stats on her actually from that tournament that I'll bring up.
Sure.
There was so entering the state final, she was averaging 24.3 points per game in the tournament. And she opened the tournament against North Middlesex and followed up with strong games against Foxborough, which was 17 points, and then Drogheda, which was 24 points and 7 rebounds. And then her best showing of the entire playoff series, basically, was the semifinals versus Medfield, where she finished with 26 points off of 7 3-pointers.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 3-pointers in a high school game is almost unheard of. That's insane.
Wow.
She got 21 of her 26 points from 3-pointers, so only 5 2-point points or free throws, obviously. It's pretty insane, yeah.
Quite an achievement.
Yeah, but she was held scoreless almost the entire state final versus Norwood until the final 2.9 seconds, actually, where they were up about 3. They were up 3, and then she had 2 free throws as well, was to get them up 5, and she nailed both them.
Wow. Wow.
Sealed the game fully, 2.9 seconds left. That was it. Made sense when she was 97%.
I have goosebumps just listening to that.
I know. 97% free throw percent shooter. You obviously want her at the line at the end of the game. Her coach even had to say about her, I always want her to be the one to take the free throws. That's what Coach Holbrook said. She obviously trusts her players. She saw how good she was the entire tournament. Even if that game she wasn't fully on her best, she knew she was going to be there at the end to clutch it up and actually win it for them. So that type of faith from her coach obviously is needed.
That's awesome.
But
that is awesome.
Yeah, you definitely have to respect that from the coach and the player, of course, because that shows just a basically cohesion between the coaching staff and the players, basically.
Right.
But then also there was that 1,000-point mark that Justin just mentioned, and that was actually done with a 30-point performance in the Division II round of 32 against North Middlesex. She had 30 points that game to get over the 1,000 points for her career.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty insane. And then should we move on to either Kristen Mcdonald or Mike Costa next?
Sure. Why don't you do Mike Costa? Mike Costa is Girls Basketball Coach of the Year. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Casey, how much time do we have left till break?
We got like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, we got time.
Plenty of
Yeah,
time.
okay.
Plenty of
Yeah.
time.
I keep looking
This
up
is
there.
great.
Yeah, so we'll be good. Okay.
So for all of you listening out there, we're giving away our awards tonight over at Audria's. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but that's okay. This is our third annual basketball awards ceremony honoring Mike Longhane, Boys Basketball Player of the Year, Mike Costa, Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, Kristen Mcdonald, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, and Caroline Pepper, Girls Basketball Player of the Year. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you got all that, right?
I just wanted to make sure. And our 2 Lifetime Achievement Award winners, Elaine Holbrook and Bill Wilhelm. All right. So a little bit more of Mike Costa?
Yeah. What was shocking to me to see for this, I actually kind of made me laugh a little bit. For the Girls Basketball Coach of the Year and Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, the genders kind of were swapped. A girl ended up winning the Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, and then a guy ended up winning the Girls Basketball Coach of the Year. Pretty funny to see. But
good point.
Yeah, first off, I have to. We're not even on McDonald yet, but McDonald, I was reading up her stats. She just blew my mind to see some things. She, in basically one season, turned around Norwood from missing the playoffs by 1 game to reaching the state finals. That's just insane to see. But for Mike Costa, his previous playing experience was at Boston College High School, where he was in the class of 2004. Then he went to Framingham State University, class of 2008, obviously. Then he had a couple of different coaching gigs. He had Whitman Hanson boys varsity assistant from 2015 to 2019, East Bridgewater boys varsity assistant 2014, then Rise Above Basketball AAU girls director as well was. And then his overall record has been 46-14 for a .767 win percentage, almost 77%. And then 2019 and 2020, the overall record was 15-7, 14-6 in the regular season, where he took 3rd place in the Patriot League Keenan Division. Then he had the most regular season wins since 2009 for the school, 14. And then number 9 seed in the MIA State tournament, where he defeated number 8 Barnstable, which was the first tournament win since 2012 for this team, obviously. And then they lost in the MIA quarterfinal to the top seed Bridgewater Raynham, unfortunately, but that was farther than they expected to get. That was his first year coaching as well, pretty impressive first year. Followed that up with the COVID-19 season, obviously, where they went 9-4, 2nd place in the Patriot League Keenan Division. And then the Patriot League final cup appearance, they lost to Hanover. And then in this year, 2021-22, overall record of 22-3, just stepped it up fully. He ended up getting less losses this year than the 13-game COVID season, when this was 25 games. It was just insane to see. He was 19-2 in the regular season. Then the first place in the Patriot League Keenan Division, which was the first league championship since 2010 for the school. And then he was the number 5 seed in the MIA State Tournament, first state semifinal appearance in program history, and then lost to the top seed Norwood in the Final Four. But the fact that he's had that much success just throughout his first 3 years, one of them being a COVID year, just insane to see. This school was not really as successful before he came. He kind of turned a new leaf, just helped them basically get all winning seasons every year he's been there.
Right.
And every year his losses total has gone down. He went 14-6 first year. Even in the COVID-19 season, he cut down that loss total to 9-4, so 4 losses. Cut down one more time when the season was extended again. 22-3, 19-2 in the regular season. Next year we might be seeing either 1 or 0 win if he keeps this up. just insanely impressive to see.
Absolutely. When we had him in the studio, you know, he was just so much fun.
Yeah.
And you can tell the confidence and just his overall demeanor, always striving, you know. He was a lot of fun here in the studio, and so he's going to get the our pick for the Girls Basketball Coach of the Year tonight.
Yeah, I think one thing that's helped him throughout, you obviously had those 5 years that I coached the assistant instead of being the head coach. I think that actually really helped him because throughout those 5 seasons, he was the assistant coach to Bob Rogers at Women Hanson, which was the boys coach, obviously. And then they went to the TD Garden twice throughout those 5 years. So 40% of the years, he got to get experience going to the playoffs in the TD Garden. Not many coaches get that right away.
Right.
And then his main style of ball was playing hard-nosed basketball, which stresses defense and passing. Mm-hmm. So the main things they stressed to his team were playing tough defense to keep the game low scoring and they control the tempo, and keep the passes going so that the team isn't just isolation ball. Worked obviously this year, worked last year, worked the year before that. It's just going to keep working in the future, I think.
Absolutely. Defense wins games. That's my mantra.
Yeah,
so.
100%. Every single coach I feel like we've talked to in here has said, like, defense it might not be what they want to do, but it's what's going to win the game in the end. 3 minutes?
No, third break?
Oh, third.
Our third break.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready for our third break then. This has been...
Well, 40 seconds left.
Ah, okay. We got a little bit of time then. We're all good. But no, so just to recap, we'll be coming back with the Kristen Mcdonald boys basketball at Norwood High School. She is the boys basketball coach of the year. We'll be giving her bio when we come back. We just gave Mike Costa, the girls basketball coach of the year, his bio. Then we will obviously be having our banquet tonight. Make sure that you come if you can. We're going to be giving out the awards for Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, Girls Basketball Player of the Year, and Boys Basketball Player of the Year. Then we're also going to have 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards given to Elaine Holbrook, obviously Coach Holbrook, and then Bill Wilhelm and his wife. So we will be back in a little bit. This has been 40 Sports Talk on 1320 AM Radio, WARA. If you want to call in at 508-222-1320. That is 508-222-1320. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back. Welcome back to WARA 40 Sports Talk on 1320 AM Radio. We are going over our winners. We already did our nominations a couple of weeks ago. Going to be Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, Girls Basketball Player of the Year, and Boys Basketball Player of the Year, as well as some Lifetime Achievement Awards. Next up, though, we have Kristen Mcdonald. Her bio is going to be read by Lucy Cabral right here, the Boys Basketball Coach of the Year for Norwood High School.
Yeah, so Kristen Mcdonald, we had her also. Actually, she was texting Dom a little while ago when we started out the show, and yeah, she's coming tonight as well. She is our pick for the boys basketball coach of the year from Norwood High School. She played basketball at Boston Latin and Stonehill College, and has since been inducted into both schools' athletics Hall of Fame. Another one of her accomplishments, there's a whole bunch here, but I'm glad Dom kind of condensed this down, because everyone who's receiving awards tonight had this at least 3 pages of stuff. A lot of achievements.
Yeah, I gotta say about Kristen McDonald, it's like impressive that she's actually coach of the year for boys basketball.
Exactly.
That's impressive stuff by a woman.
Right, right. And Mike for girls,
exactly. Yeah,
right?
It's funny seeing the gender swap for the coaches there.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Oh, extremely impressive. Yeah, the fact that they're actually able to just gel with the team perfectly is pretty awesome to see.
Absolutely. So Kristen was also inducted into the New England Basketball Hall of Fame. She coached the Braintree girls for 10 years and the Norwood boys for the last 3 years. As coach, she has won 4 state championships, all with Braintree, and 8 South Sectional titles, one of those with boys, now referred to as the Final Four. This season, she won the Tri-Valley League Championship and got to the D2 Division II state finals, going 21-3. Individually won the TVL Coach of the Year and Boston Globe Coach of the Year. So Kristen has quite a background. You're right, Casey. You know, just that accomplishment alone for a boys Coach of the Year basketball team. Yeah, that says a lot about your character, a lot about the generation.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Oh, a phone call. Awesome. I love that. Let's see who's on the line.
Hello, caller. You are first to appear on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Todd. How's it going?
Hey, so what's going on? Did you have any questions?
Yes, I wanted to ask if winning player of the year puts people in consideration to being on the all-decade team at the end of the decade.
Yeah, I would assume that when we make the all-decade team that is going to be factored in for sure. How many 40 Sports Talk Player of the Year awards they have?
Yeah, but you'll be at ESPN by then.
That's a true story. What do you think, Joe?
I appreciate that for sure, yeah. So, caller, how do you think tonight's going to be for the banquet? You think it's going to be a pretty impressive event?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm really looking forward to it. And, I know Adam Sheehan is setting up there as we speak.
Yep, Dom is on his way over too. Actually, Dom had to stop and pick up his attire, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
And a couple little things, yes. Batteries, which
Adam
would be
Sheehan,
good.
I hear, has been at Andrea since 9 a.m. I heard Vladar had to unlock the door for him.
I believe that. He's a little on edge, so hopefully by the
Yeah, I
time
love
we
that.
all get there, he'll calm down.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll have to edge him on a little bit,
Yeah, definitely.
So looking forward to the whole team being there tonight, as well as our picks for the 4 Deep Sports Talk basketball coach, and especially the Lifetime Achievement Awards. I mean, all the awards are very, very special, but the Lifetimers, it's a lifetime achievement, and we are so looking forward to giving those out tonight. 2 very, very, very deserving people.
Absolutely. And, on a personal note, Bill Wilhelm used to call all the Marshfield-Duxbury football games for WATD. So when I was in high school, he was calling those games. And even the day before Thanksgiving, we'd have breakfast with the Duxbury kids. And, Bill Wilhelm would give a speech every single year, talking about how special the moment was, how great high school football
Oh,
was.
no kidding.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Dan, I did not realize he cared about his players that much. That's awesome to see.
Yeah. Yeah. He's had quite the career.
Yeah, he was the first
WADT.
radio show that I had been on. You know, in the 2016, I helped out on his show with high school football. So, always grateful for that opportunity. He's an awesome guy.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, looking forward to that interview with Coach and, all the rest of the players and coaches. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So what's your pick?
Absolutely.
Steak tips or chicken parmesan?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll probably take it off Dom's plate. And, I'll get whatever the opposite is.
I'm practically drooling on the food.
Yeah. Bladar does a great job with the food.
Oh, yeah? Well, I remember we had a chicken dish last year. I think it was chicken. But this is a full-blown sit-down, meal for everybody, from
Absolutely.
salad to dessert. And I'm actually
Yeah,
bringing
Dom
in a tray full of my specialties. So, yeah.
Excellent. That's good.
Yeah.
Dom went all out this year.
He did. He did. Quite deserving also. So,
Absolutely.
yep. Lots of cameras, lots of lights, even got a new backdrop. Yeah, so he's a little on edge. Just trying to get down there and set it all up. So it's a little bit more organized this year. Every year it gets better and better, but this year it's because I've kind of helped him out outlining the show. We don't want to have it go on for 4 hours, so we've got it down to hopefully an hour and 15. So we'll see what happens.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll be over there probably a few hours early getting ready for that.
Absolutely. I'm sure there'll be an after party afterwards. Where Dom will be completely relaxed.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, thanks for calling in,
Absolutely.
and we'll see you tonight.
Sounds good. I'll see you.
Thanks for the call.
Sounds good. See you later.
Those calls are always great. We got about 35 seconds left, right? Good.
Yeah, it says on here we have 4 minutes left. So
Yeah, I know a
it's
couple
off.
times I've personally messed up on the board when I thought that I would say like 4 minutes left, and then when it struck one, everything kind of just started turning. So.
When I was on the board too, kind of learning that, I'm like, I got to follow the gray line. What gray line?
I know, exactly. Yeah, it's a little weird at first, but it's okay. Should we do the outro now? You think then, or?
What do you think? We have time for the outro, or?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 seconds
Thank
left.
you for listening to 40 Sports Talk. This has been Joe Dez, Justin Ferreira, the Sportsmaster, Catherine Conley, a.k.a. KC, Lucy Cabral, Dominic Damiano. Thank you for listening. We will be at the banquet tonight. Hope to see you there.